guess you're already working upon that, because the only solution is whatever fear you have to face that fear more often. So if you are fearful of meeting people, facing them, or facing questions, so you need to do that frequently. So you're doing already,
Yes.
right? You are having conversation with people, you're having conversations with the YouTuber and fluent speakers. So you're facing your fear and you'll get better every day. Other than that, you need to speak with yourself too, right? To get better at speaking, you need to speak every day. So no matter whether
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have partners or not, but you still can practice with yourself, right? Give yourself some topic, or simply uh, talk about your surrounding, whatever you have, right? I can talk about my background also. I can talk about what is in front of me. I can talk about curtains as well. What kind of curtains I have? What is the texture? What is the color? Right? What is my preference about curtains? All these things. Like, there are many things to talk about. Simply record your videos and then reflect back to your videos and check your body language, or check where you can improve, or what is your expectation. So how are you doing, Rajesh?
I'm doing great and thank you for asking, ma'am. And what
Mhm.
about you?
I'm doing great too, and feeling so wonderful. I am at my maternal home today, so quite free. That's why I was able to conduct session at this time.
Uh, I'm also feeling so very happy after connecting with you because I was trying to have a conversation with you since a long time, but
Hmm.
because of some problems we could not. But now I'm really happy and really
Hmm.
glad.
Okay, same here. I'm equally delighted. So let us start with our introduction first, and then we'll have a good, healthy conversation. All right. So
Oh,
could you please
okay,
introduce yourself a little bit?
okay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I am Rajesh, and basically I'm from Nepal. Currently, I'm talking to you from Saudi Arabia, where
Hmm.
I'm working at a restaurant as well as coffee shop as a waiter. And it's been more than 3.5 years I'm here. And talking about my schooling, I have done plus two, and after that I had to drop out my schooling. It's all because of financial crisis, and then I had to take my family responsibility, and I moved in Saudi Arabia. So
Hmm.
that is all about me. And thank you for asking.
Hmm.
And what about you, ma'am?
Okay, so I go by Sunita Rawat and I am from Uttarakhand. I am mother to two kids and I run two YouTube channels. The first one is Sunita's English Adventure, where I create English vlogs, some informative content, and I have my English practice with co-learners. And the second one is Dear Listeners, where I create audio listening podcast for English listening practice for learners out there. So that's bit about me. And also I teach spoken English to beginners and intermediates. So that's more or less about me. And yes, I'm so glad to know that you're from Nepal, and somehow Nepal and Uttarakhand is related. Like, there are many Nepalis in
Yeah.
Uttarakhand as well, right? So it's so glad to meet you. And you work in Saudi Arabia. What age you have started working?
I came here maybe like when I was 20 years old. So then I had to move in Saudi. But
Mm-hmm.
like I was trying to like do these kinds of activities like a work mostly when I was like a 15 or 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Because at my home there were no anyone. They had a
Mm-hmm.
job.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, I thought like if I'll not do work, might I will have to face lots of problem,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe I would be not able to like support my parents, family. So I thought I should do work, and simultaneously I should do study. So I was
Mm-hmm.
doing both thing at the
Mm-hmm.
same time.
Very
So,
nice.
but even yeah, but even in like what's happened if you are in Nepal, then
Mm-hmm.
might you will get a 5 to 10 or 12,000 money, and even it is really hard to get a job also.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just getting so much of like less money. So I thought like moving in abroad,
Mm-hmm.
that would be better opportunity for me, and
Mm-hmm.
I took this decision.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. So, what's the backstory? You went to Saudi Arabia all by yourself or with somebody's reference?
Okay, so I would love to share this story.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I was born and brought up in a small village where I had to see a lots of poverty, I can say tough times, challenge times in my life because of not know anyone. They had a job in my family, and due to I thought like if I'll stay here, might I'll have to face problems. So when I wanted to move in Saudi Arabia, that times like one of my brother-in-law, he helped me. And after that, definitely know anyone, they are going to help you like for a
Mhm.
long period of time. So he helped me, he showed me how you can apply, he showed me like what kinds of activities you will have to do. So I did. But there were one problem, that is the language. Because I was the person who was so very introvert. I had no any social skills. And talking about spoken English, I really I did not thought I would be able to speak this language. And
Mhm.
but even then, like I had a burning desire to move in another country, because of when I was seeing my family condition, family struggle. I really wanted to move in abroad anyhow. So that times, uh, I thought like I should work on English. But
Mhm.
let me tell you, like before working on communication skills, I gave a 2 or 3 interview, but I could not select it. I was rejected by all of them, and I'd say it was a really tough time for me and really heartbroken moment. But even then, I thought like if English it is a barrier for me, why I would not work on it? And I started to work,
Mhm.
and then. There also I had a Wi-Fi I had a problem that was no internet, no Wi-Fi, and because of that I used to go just live like a far from my hometown. So from there I could download some English video and watch them while only like at night time, because during a daytimes I used to do work in other people field and simultaneously in industry where from where I used to get only like a 5 to 10 or 12,000 money, not more than that. So I started to just by listening. I used to listen a lot, more than like a 3 hour, 4 hours, and simultaneously I used to work on grammar too,
Mhm.
because I used to think if I will not improve grammar, might it would be really difficult to even understand, even structure the sentences. So I used to learn just leave it like a grammar, but even then. I did not like focus more on grammar, but rather than I was focusing just like a consuming content, and that's how I was able to understand, even
Mhm.
I was able to speak just a little bit. So then I thought like I should prepare myself and then give interview, let's see what's happened.
Mhm.
So I again went in a big city, and that time I was fully prepared how I can introduce myself. So I gave in big city, I gave interview, and fortunately I got selected. So it's all because of when I learned just a little bit like English, and it's helped me to even like how I can feel confident in front of other person, and simultaneously I used to know like how to introduce. So that's the communication skills only, it's helped me to get a job. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
that was the,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that's
And
how I move in Saudi, and
mhm.
it's been more than 3.5 years I'm here.
Okay, wonderful. And I must say that was really an inspiring story for all of us because even when you had those hard times, but somehow you've managed to work upon your communication skills because you've realized the importance of working on your communication skills to get better in your life, right? And so you did, like you were able to crack that interview as well. But the irony is, people these days, in spite of having lots of resources out there, but still they are not able to work upon their communication skills. And that could be because of distractions as well. There are many distractions these days. So when you were working on your communication skills, like the time that you were talking about, uh, there were distractions or not?
Also, like if you are living in village, there you can see lots of distraction. That was
Mm-hmm.
like if you try to speak in front of other person, always
Mm-hmm.
you are going to judge by them. Always they are going to laugh at you, mock at you. So always I used to like get, because English it was a second language, and in village area people mostly they speak in their mother tongue. So people they are not going to maybe accept that language, and due to I always used to get these kinds of problems. And talking about other things, so I can't say I got like a different kinds of conflicts or difficulty while learning this language. But yeah, just judgment I was getting
Mm-hmm.
from other person.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. You're prone to judgments, you're prone to criticism. They mock you whenever you start learning English. But it's just that when you are determined, So you do whatever it takes, and you don't pay heed to all these judgments, all these people who are trying to pull you down, which is great thing. So how long have you been working on your English?
Okay. So as I have mentioned about my
Mm-hmm.
English learning journey, it has started when I was in Nepal. But
Mm-hmm.
like after getting a job, I stopped myself for a while. And when
Mm-hmm.
I came in Saudi Arabia, then again I have started. Because here's like a what's happened. If you are abroad in another country, if you don't know their local language, then it would be really difficult, and simultaneously English.
Mm-hmm.
So first I had to face there's like a language barrier, language problem. So first I improved their Arabic language. In Saudi Arabia, mostly people they speak Arabic. So I started to work on Arabic, and after like a few months, I was able to speak Arabic language. And being as a waiter as well as barista, I come
Mm-hmm.
across like a different people from diverse background. So sometimes I used to come some foreigner, some even like a Saudi people. They also speak English. So that times I used to like a face like how I can even like a talk perfectly, how I can mention about like
Mm-hmm.
what kinds of things I have in my menu. So always it used to be like a conflicts and
Mm-hmm.
difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe more than like a 1.5 hours, like a 1.5 years maybe. I have started to work on communication skills, and that time since that times I'm so very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So initially it was hard to even like talk with a co-learner and talking about on video call. I never thought I would be able to like speak as I'm speaking right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really hard. But video call conversation just 2 or 3 weeks before I have started, and now I'm able to speak now. I can communicate with anyone, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So it's been like more than 1.5 years. I have been working on communication skill.
Mm-hmm. Which is great, and I can see the results. You're speaking quite well. You're pretty confident as well. So great job done, I must say. And what is the most dominant language there in Saudi Arabia? Arabic or English?
No, or big. But like
Okay.
if you are living in city area, you
Mm-hmm.
might be getting English environment more. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm living in countryside. It is a village side. So
Mm-hmm.
it is a one of the beautiful estate in Saudi
Mm-hmm.
Arabia where I'm living. It is a similar to Nepal, or maybe it would be Uttarakhand like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because here temperature it would be always 25 degrees
Mm-hmm.
Celsius, not above that. And during
Mm-hmm.
a winter it gets so much of cold. So I'd say like a
Mm-hmm.
weather it is really pleasant. So
Mm-hmm.
here local people they mostly speak Arabic language. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I come across some foreigner. That times I have to speak in English
Mm-hmm.
simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Right. So you're always ready for the situations, whatever it is, right? You're
yeah,
proactive.
I'm ready
Great.
for that. I can
Mm-hmm.
handle like through both language, English or Arabic, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
reason I thought like I should learn both language.
Mm-hmm.
But learning English initially, I had a thought to move in European country because even being in Saudi Arabia, I'm struggling to make even 20 or 25,000 money because my
Okay.
company it is not good. There would be like a many person they would be thinking like if
Mm-hmm.
I'll move in another country, I'll
Mm-hmm.
make a good money. But here
Mm-hmm.
I would say like there are lots of person they are struggling to make even like a 20 or 25,000. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making that much money. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought I should move in European country so I can make a good money because I'm not
Right.
holding good
Mm-hmm.
education, not holding good experience. So definitely I would be not able to do
Mm-hmm.
anything else in my life. So I thought moving in European country it would be better for me. But
Right. And
later,
mm-hmm.
yeah, but later when I have improved and when I'm able to speak, so I thought I should be also social media. There
Mm-hmm.
even I can express my thought, express my idea, how did I learn English, and
Mm-hmm.
what kinds of struggle, hurdle I had to face initially. So I
Mm-hmm.
can share with the other person so they can get also some inspiration, some motivation from me. So that's the reason
Definitely.
I chooses social media and I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. And I would say no matter how educated you are or what degrees you have, but communication skills are above them all, right? So if you're good at skills, then you have definitely you'll unlock many opportunities for yourself, right? So you're on the right way,
Yes.
I must say. So being in Saudi Arabia, what do you miss the most about Nepal?
Okay, Nepal. I would say like everyone they miss their parents. So I also miss my parents, and
Mm-hmm.
even just 2 or 3 months before. one of my sister, she was younger, she got married, and I could not made it to go in my sister marriage, so it
Mm-hmm.
was like a really hard time for me. I really wanted to go, but
Mm-hmm.
even then I could not. And she was the only one, I say like a younger, and
Mm-hmm.
now all of my sister, they got married, they are living in their houses, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I wanted to like go, but I could
Mm-hmm.
not. So yeah,
So she was your
that
real
time
sister?
really miss. Yeah,
Oh
she
my
is my
God.
sister.
That must
So
be
I would say like
heartbreaking.
yeah. So everyone, they like I
Mm-hmm.
can say they try to like be with their parents, with their
Mm-hmm.
like a relative. So I had also these kinds of dream, but when I think about my struggle, when I used to do work in the industry or in another people field, and in 20 like a 40 or 45-degree temperature. So when I think about those things, I really get scared, and I really
Mm-hmm.
don't want to like push my like again like take these kinds of like
Mm-hmm.
situation or
Mm-hmm.
problems in my life. So I thought like if I will stay here just a little bit longer, I can make just a little bit money and save,
Mm-hmm.
and when I will return in Nepal, I might like run my own small business,
Right.
or maybe I can go in European countries. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
reason I did not go even
Mm-hmm.
in my sister married.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. So you have missed your sister marriage just because you want to grow in your life and you just couldn't go, right? And I think your sister would be okay with this because you are trying to make money for your family. You are earning for them only, right? That's why you are staying away from your home. And I hope you'll meet them very soon somehow. So do you have plans to visit Nepal anytime soon?
Maybe I will visit maybe
Mm-hmm.
after completing 5 years. Already I
Okay.
have did 3.5 years, so I have
Mm-hmm.
just 1.5 years. And during that
Mm-hmm.
times, maybe I'll go in Nepal, and I'm not going
Mm-hmm.
to return Saudi. I love to stay
Okay.
with my parents. I'm
Mm-hmm.
really
Very
missing
nice.
them.
Mm-hmm. And that would be a grand welcome for you, I must say. If you'll be going straight after 5 years, they would be very happy. Like you can't even imagine,
Yeah,
how happy your parents get when they meet their loved ones after a very long time, right?
yeah, definitely they would be happy, really
Mm-hmm.
happy.
Mm-hmm. So it was really nice knowing more about you. So do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have been like facing only one problem, that is like before connecting with the other person, always I feel just a little bit like a nervous,
Mm-hmm.
hesitate, and always I used to think like how I'm going to approach other person. So
Mm-hmm.
and these kinds of like a fear or nervousness always
Mm-hmm.
I have. So if you have like any suggestion for me,
Mm-hmm.
I would love to
Mm-hmm.
like get that and work.
Mm-hmm. So I guess you're already working upon that because the only solution is whatever fear you have to face that fear more often. So if you are fearful of meeting people, facing them, or facing questions, so you need to do that frequently. So you're doing already,
Yes.
right? You are having conversation with people, you're having conversations with the YouTuber and fluent speakers. So you're facing your fear and you'll get better every day. Other than that, you need to speak with yourself too, right? To get better at speaking, you need to speak every day. So no matter whether
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have partners or not, but you still can practice with yourself, right? Give yourself some topic or simply uh, talk about your surrounding, whatever you have, right? I can talk about my background also. I can talk about what is in front of me. I can talk about curtains as well. What kind of curtains I have? What is the texture? What is the color? Right? What is my preference about curtains? All these things. Like there are many things to talk about. Simply record your videos and then reflect back to your videos and check your body language or check where you can improve or what is your expectations from yourself, right? So you need to work accordingly. So that's the only
Yes.
suggestion I have if you want to overcome this fear of facing people.
Mm. I'd say like I did this all thing. I used to
Hmm.
record a lot because I used to know like if I'll record, I would be able to understand and
Hmm.
find out my mistake, where I'm making a mistake or where I'm lacking. So I used to do a lot. But
Hmm.
nowadays is I have a mini application. It's called Peer Up or CB, where I do conversation practicing
Hmm.
every day more than like 2 or 3 hours on audio
Hmm.
call, not it on video call. So I
Hmm.
do, and talking about my fear, like it was really hard for me, even like
Hmm.
talk with a person initially. So when I first time talk with some YouTuber. Not like she was not YouTuber. She was English CRE tutor, and
Okay.
with whom I had a first conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I was literally so much of like a nervous,
Mm-hmm.
hesitate, and I was not able to even express my thought. However, I used to know what I have to say, but because of nervousness and lack of confidence, I was not able to speak anything
Mm-hmm.
else. Just I was numb and stop. But yeah,
That's
even then
natural.
but even then I did practicing for 25 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and after that I started to feel more confident.
Mm-hmm.
So since that times I started to approach many person. I thought like if I have a fear of talking with a person on video call, then why I should not approach. So nowadays I'm approaching, I'm having like a more than like a 2 or 3 session on video call, and
Mm-hmm.
I can see lots of improvement. And I have removed my over like a
Mm.
fear of talking with the other
Right.
person. So
Right. One more thing you can do, you need to prepare yourself well before going for a conversation. Like when you get some topic, research about it and practice whatever you want to talk about it, right? And then you feel more confident when you are prepared. But when you are unprepared, you're simply showing up on the camera and you don't have any thoughts or you don't have any content to speak about, then you feel a little nervous, right?
yeah,
Everyone becomes nervous when they're not familiar with something they are going into, right? So that happens. So better to prepare yourself. At least you can prepare the starting and the ending, and the middle part can be taken care of simultaneously,
yeah,
right? That can happen.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Mhm.
So, like, what about you are from Uttarakhand, yeah? I also live near the Bihar border, and I have been to Bihar so many times, more
Mhm.
than 20 or maybe above 20, because it take only 1 hour by bus. So
Okay.
whenever any festivals or any occasion used to come, so
Mhm.
always we used to buy some stuff from India. And
Mhm.
if someone getting like some health problem, so we
Mhm.
used to go in Bihar and check up these kinds of thing. So for that, I got a chance to go a lot of times in
Mhm.
India.
Mhm.
But what about like Uttarakhand? Like how it is far? I never been
Mhm.
to over there, and
Mhm.
I have heard Uttarakhand has also border seems like with Nepal.
Yes, I'm not sure, but I think Nepal and Pithoragarh share the border. I'm not sure, but
Uttarakhand.
I guess there is this thing. Because I've seen many YouTube videos where people were talking about this thing that yes, we can go to Nepal from here. So I guess Pithoragarh, from Pithoragarh, we can go. But even I have
Hmm.
also not visited Nepal, but I am very interested to visit Nepal at least once because I like the culture and I like the beauty as well. I've already seen that on YouTube, and many of my relatives have also visited there. So, yes, let's see. It is very near to us, so definitely we can visit
Yes.
sometime.
It is so very near. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Nepal, I would say like it's really beautiful. We have a diverse like a religious, and because
Mm-hmm.
of that, we have a diverse culture. Yeah, but mostly our culture it is similar to UP or Bihar, not that
Okay.
much of difference. So we
Mm-hmm.
celebrate same festival like Diwali or
Mm-hmm.
Dasara or
Mm-hmm.
Holi. These kinds of festival we also celebrate. So
Okay.
it is a similar so
Mm-hmm.
much.
Right. And it doesn't feel like Nepal is a different country. It feels like we are all same, right? We are all from the
Yeah.
same country. It never felt like it's a different one.
And you are living in like a hilly
Mm-hmm.
side, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
Nepal it is also hilly. You can see, or it's a mountain or greenery you can see
Right.
there.
Right.
So
Right.
not that much of difference maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
so like what would be the temperature at this
Mm-hmm.
moment? Is it so much of a hot or pleasant?
This day was hot, I must say, but before this, it was raining every day, almost every day. But today, it is really hot here. So I am not sure, but on my laptop, it's showing 32 degrees Celsius.
Okay, 32 degrees
Mm-hmm.
Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be not so much of hot, but even then
Mm-hmm.
it is a hot.
Yes, yes. Hot for us because this temperature is not usual temperature for us. Usually, it is chilly here.
Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
like I have heard just a little bit about like Uttarakhand. Always there would be like a pleasant weather,
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
you are not going to feel so much of hot. And one
Mm.
thing also hot, like Uttarakhand, it is a I can say city of God or
Mhm.
what is
Land of
there
gods.
okay land of God.
Mm.
So there you can see like a Kedarnath. So I also wanted to like visit once Kedarnath.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Mm-hmm.
lots of person from Nepal they have visited already. So
Mm-hmm.
I also thought I should visit once and see how exactly
Mm-hmm.
Kedarnath. Everyone they are like talking about Kedarnath,
Right,
Kedarnath.
right, right. Same here. Even I also want to visit Kedarnath once. Maybe during these holidays we can visit. My kids' holidays are going on, so definitely we'll plan to visit Kedarnath, Badrinath, and nearby temples as well. Like we have temples in every nook and corner here. That is why it is called Land of Gods. So we have visited many, but I have never visited Kedarnath, Badrinath, or the famous temples here. But the temples we have nearby, or the temples, or what do we say? Kul Devta in Hindi we say. So we visit them very often whenever we get
But
some time.
but
Hmm.
so but also you are living I can say Uttarakhand, yeah.
Hmm.
So Kedarnath or Badrinath, this I can say temple would be so very near to your hometown. So why
Hmm.
you never been to over there, man?
Hmm. Not very near, but I guess you need to trek. Like it's a uphill trek, so that's why you need to plan. You need to prepare yourself well. And people were talking about that the trek is so tough. Like I've already a few days ago only, I have done this trek to. There is a nearby temple, Badangari, and that is what I was talking about, Kul Devi and Kul Devta temple. So I've gone there, and it is also uphill trek, and it's a 3 kilometer straight trek. And after that my legs were really sore. So you need to prepare yourself well physically and mentally if you want to trek to Kedarnath or Badrinath, because that path is going to be very tough, right?
So you'll have to like a walk or you'll
I
have
think
to
there
go
are
by car or bus.
no, like we have our own vehicle, we can go. But for trekking, the path is like that only, that you need to trek, or you need to take a pony, or you can go by helicopter as well. There must be some options,
Yes.
but we always prefer to go on foot if you are going to a famous or very what do we say,
Holy
uh,
place maybe.
holy place. Then only you can have that belief, or you can have that results.
Yeah.
That is something we believe. Hmm.
Everyone they believe, even I believe, like when doing like these kinds of I can say festivals,
Hmm.
whenever we used to go at these kinds of temples, so people they always used to say you
Hmm.
have to walk
Hmm.
like a bear your food, and then you should like reach temples
Hmm.
maybe. So these kinds
Right,
of
right.
belief everyone they have, still they
Hmm.
have. And even in Nepal, you might be heard about Pashupatinath temple, which is
Hmm.
so very famous everywhere. And many people they come from like Uttarakhand, UP, Bihar to visit once
Okay.
during a Shivratri maybe.
Hmm.
So which
Okay.
is really really famous and located in capital of Nepal, Kathmandu.
Okay, okay. So you are making me visit Nepal even very soon. I'm going to do that.
Because no, like many people they come from India
Hmm.
mostly to travel in Pashupatinath, so that's reason. And yeah, I also got a chance to go maybe like
Hmm.
two, or like once or twice, because
Hmm.
that times I went in a big city just to like I wanted to move in Saudi, so just
Hmm.
for give an interview I went over there, and after that for visit purpose I never been to in Kathmandu because it
Hmm.
is also far from my hometown. It take maximum like overnight by bus. So that's
Okay.
the reason we don't prefer to go that much of like a far. And
Hmm.
even I was the person who never been to out in big
Hmm.
city. So first times I had to take my family responsibility due to I
Hmm.
had to travel just live like far. And even being in Saudi, definitely I'm going to after like staying here like for 3 or 3.5 years.
Hmm.
So anyone they can miss their family. So I am
Hmm.
missing so much, and
Hmm.
yeah, definitely I'm going to I can say meet with them soon.
Yes, yes, I hope so. So, Rajesh, I think we have talked for a very good time. So, let us just wrap up this conversation. And I would say definitely it was a lovely conversation with you, very fruitful, and I got to know a lot of things about you. And I would love to meet you all over again, right? So, did you
And
like this
I
conversation?
yeah, also I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and thank you for giving me this opportunity because I was really waiting for and hoping to have this kinds of session, and
Mm-hmm.
I did it, and I'm really glad, and thank you for
Mm-hmm.
that, man.
Thanks to you too. Have a great night.
Same
Okay.
to me.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.